Anathea, your divine feminine educator, coming to you today to talk about love addiction and the 10 signs for you to understand whether or not you're a love addict. Maybe I would have to say I'm a recovering love addict. As a Queen of Hearts in the Destiny card system and the love card system, I am definitely have had my fair share of love addiction pain. So, are you a love addict? And if you are a love addict, guess what? You are missing out on true love. All right. So, love addiction is about really reaching out instead of reaching in for love. Oh, I love him so much. He needs me so much, or she needs me so much. My partner needs me so much. I can't live without him or her. Have you been in a cycle of love that has been painful? That's not true love. Love feels good. Love is healing. So let's look at some of the signs, the 10 signs of love addiction that I want to talk about to help you really see whether you're in a toxic relationship and that you need to take steps to get yourself out of it. Because, it's in relationship that you're going to experience the most pleasure or the most pain. Your choice. And if you're in a relationship where the person actually isn't in the relationship with you, then you're in trouble, honey. And really, it's time to look at that and see if you can free yourself from that cycle. Okay, so 10 signs of love addiction. Number 1, mistaking intense sexual experiences and new romantic excitement for love. That is the number 1 sign of love addiction. If you're in this cycle of thinking that sex is love, it's not. Sex is actually sex, and sex is a pretty powerful energy, and sex is pretty entwined with love, but it's not love. So sexual energy is sexual energy, and when you mix it with heart energy, it's very, very transformative. But that's another subject. So intense sexual experiences are intense sexual experiences. They are not love, okay? Love actually is something that's cultivated over time, which is a beautiful thing. Actually, love is all around us. All you have to do is open to it. But intense sexual experiences are exactly that, intense sexual experiences. They're they can be actually over time very bonding. You can actually literally cord yourself with somebody. And so if you have intense sexual experiences over and over again with that same person, you're actually courting yourself. And if it's a toxic relationship, then you're literally binding and courting yourself on an energetic level with someone that's not good for you. All right, number 2, you need emotional intensity to feel alive. That's another sign that you are a love addict. Emotional intensity, drama, arguing and then making up, that kind of a thing. That's another sign of love addiction. Number 3, when not in a relationship, feeling desperate and alone. You see, in order for you to have a good relationship with another, you need to create a foundation of your own, of a relationship with yourself. And it's funny, I get these like hits, and I was thinking about my honey man, and I was thinking, I actually enjoy my companionship with myself as much as I enjoy my companionship with him. And I used to have, when I was a real love addict, I used to have this real hard time with me and we, and balancing the me and the we. And it's so beautiful because now it's like this super sweet balance of I really enjoy my own companionship with myself, and I enjoy my companionship with him. So I'm not like longing, when's the next time I'm going to be with him? When's the next time I'm going to get my fix? And I remember those days where it was like, oh, I just couldn't get enough. And then when I got it, it was like, it was just bad. And so there was this horrible cycle of longing to be with that other person, but it being toxic. And so it was just a mess. And now I feel, and oh, knock on wood, I am so humbled that I have this in my life where I have this balance of, I enjoy my own companionship. And I enjoy my companionship with my lover. And it feels really, really, really stabilizing. It feels really balancing. And it feels like it's really a stage or an environment or a space where I can then begin to create true love with another person, where I can begin to create trust and vulnerability with another. Until I have that, I can't even begin. And that takes time too, and experience with that other person. All right, let's see. We were on, I don't even know, number one, number two, number three. I have these numbered incorrectly because I have other things in between. You lose yourself in the other person. Have you ever lost yourself in relationship? I have. You become them. I even told my honeyman this, I feel like I'm becoming more of a man by being with you because he knows how to fix everything. So he's teaching me how to change my oil, not that I really want to know, and how to use a screwdriver, not that I really want to know, but I guess they come in handy, right? So I'm developing my masculine energy by being with him, but it's kind of on a joking basis. But don't lose yourself. If you're losing yourself in who you are, in other words, that other person needs to enhance and support who you are. Can you really be yourself with that other person? If not, if you're less of you, if you're less empowered, then you're in a toxic relationship. Then that's a sign of love addiction. Next one, you over accommodate and change yourself. That goes right along with what I was talking about, losing yourself. The next one is you doubt yourself. That's called, what is it called? Gaslighting. The other person convinces you that you're wrong. And so whatever you come up with that, you sense that doesn't feel right, and you complain about it, or you talk about it, or you bring it up as a subject of discussion, you get in a fight about it. And somehow by the end of the conversation, you doubt yourself and you're like, well, I guess you're right. I'm wrong. I guess, yeah. And you start doubting yourself. You get confused. That's a sign you are in a toxic relationship or you're in a cycle of love addiction. Next one, you tolerate bad behavior. You're with someone who you don't know whether you're going to come home and they're going to be sober or drunk. You're with somebody that yells at you. You're with someone that puts you down. You're with someone that you're doing the relationship and they're not. That's bad behavior. That's not love. Next one, in a breakup and makeup cycle. That's definitely the love addiction cycle. So you guys get together, everything's wonderful, the same pattern surface, and you break up. And you could be apart for a month, but you're in pain, and you finally get together in this cycle of breakup and makeup. And you have the heights of love and the pain of separation. That is total love addiction. Or you do that by the next person and the next person, but attracting in the same guy, different face. That's love addiction. Next one, emotionally attached to a non-committed partner. Very painful. So you're in the relationship, but the other person isn't, and you're having a relationship with that person. Maybe you want a deeper commitment, but that person isn't ready for that deeper commitment, but you're still in the relationship. That's very, very painful. So that takes a lot of emotional fortitude within yourself and a lot of self-love to be able to say to yourself and have that inner dialogue, I don't want that for myself anymore. And then you start shifting the vibration literally within yourself, and you start navigating that relationship differently, setting healthy boundaries, moving into your yes of what you really do want. And then either that person can step up or they can step away. And that takes a lot of courage, but that's when you shift out of the cycle of love addiction and into the cycle of attracting true love. And again, it takes courage. It takes learning healthy boundaries. So that's the last one, is signs of love addiction is that you have poor boundaries or you have no clue what healthy boundaries are. I hope this has been helpful. The article is the article that I wrote about, actually was a guest post about love addictions, 10 signs of love addiction, is in this link. So check it out. And if you want to learn more about my education on how to improve your relationships, check out my website as well. All right, I hope this was helpful. I've been in that cycle before. It's very painful. Um, again, relationships are where you are going to experience the most pleasure or the most pain in your life. It's really up to you. And when you cultivate a sense of self-love, that is the best kind of love that you can create. And it's not selfish, it's self-aware, and that creates a foundation so that you can attract in a healthier relationship. All right, I hope this has been helpful. If you enjoyed what I had to share, please share it with someone that's struggling in relationship so that we can really start leading in this new world that's being created now, or actually the old world that's imploding, that we can get the tools and the know-how and the commitment to start creating a life of love and not a life of fear. All right, have a beautiful day. Namaste.